My name is Julia Ballo. I am currently a senior at Bloomsburg University, majoring in communication studies. I chose to do the topic of global hunger because it is an issue that we see here within the United States, but we also see in surrounding countries. Global hunger is not just an issue that we see in third world countries, it also hits us on a much larger scale. In 2018, there were over 820 million people that went hungry. 60% of that number was made up of women and young girls. One out of every 9 people go to bed hungry each night. And 75% of the world's malnourished children reside in countries that are constantly affected by conflict. As of 2018, the Central African Republic remains the world's hungriest country. Global hunger issues can also be seen within the United States. Over 38 million people struggle with hunger, and within this number, over 11 million children go hungry every day. Children are more likely to face food insecurity than any other group within the United States. More than half of food insecure households participated in at least one major federal food assistance program, but they said that this was not enough help to feed their families. There are multiple causes of world hunger. However, the leading cause is poverty, followed by food shortages, war and conflict, climate change, poor nutrition, poor public policy, economy, food waste, gender inequality, and forced migration. You also see that there is a stigma stuck around the poor for them not being able to provide for themselves or their family. One cause of global hunger that stood out to me was gender inequality. The UN once said if women had the same access to resources as men, the number of hungry people within the world would be reduced by up to 150 million people. Female farmers are just as important as male farmers in third world countries, yet they are not represented at meetings where policies are decided on that will also affect their crops as well as their income. In a recent study done by Global Impact Hunger Fund, they found that the world combined produces enough food to feed the entire population a healthy lifestyle. The problem here is now making the food consistently available to everyone who needs it before it goes bad, hence a lack of resources. Unfortunately for those who harvest for a living, they are forced to sell their crops in order to have an income for their family instead of being able to keep those crops and feed their family. There are plenty of organizations trying to help end global hunger. One is Feeding America. In the US, they have over 200 food banks and 60,000 food pantries that work with manufacturers, distributors, retailers, food service companies, and farmers all over the US to gather food before it goes to waste. Action Against Hunger is another, located in Africa, North and South America, and Asia. They install programs to treat and prevent undernutrition in these places.